If I had been told early in my life that the path to heaven was at least half as scenic as the one from Edmonton to Clearwater, I may have led a life with at least half the transgressions or even less. I know it is a bit too late in the day to even think about it. Life is far too gone. Understandably, the route would have been more picturesque in the winter months, but the Rockies, with snow still on them and crystal clear lakes reflecting their awesomeness and beauty at every turn of the road, was a paradisical encounter. Driving through the Jasper National Park on the Yellowhead Highway, where I had been on the Icefields Parkway and Athabasca Glacier visit during my stay in Banff, was a gorgeous experience. It is the largest national park in the Canadian Rockies and has diverse attractions such as glaciers, hot springs, lakes, waterfalls, and mountains. Signboards warn people from getting off their vehicles as they are likely to encounter animals that may not be too friendly. A gang of elk cows was harassed by a large group of tourists till a warden landed up to lay down the rules. Suffice to say that the majority of tourists on the route seem to be Chinese and Indians, who either don't read what is written or conveniently ignore it. Clearwater had not been the originally intended night halt. Not having found an affordable place to stay in Jasper, I redrew the plans and located the country inn on the Trans-Canada Highway. The owner of the country inn told me that the place would be chock-a-block in a few days. He told me that there are a few falls on the road to the Clearwater Lake. I was a bit skeptical of the suggestion because he said it with such nonchalance, perhaps to get rid of a button-holding bore, I presumed. The Wells Grey Provincial Park is a unique ecosystem in Canada, which has more than 20 volcanic features, 200 plus lakes, over 40 waterfalls, 1.3 million acres of wilderness, a temperate rainforest, and is home to the Myrtle Lake, North America's largest paddle-only lake, where bear and mongoose sightings are common. Despite the steady drizzle, I drove to the three falls located within the park that could be accessed by car. All the falls in the region have been formed from tectonic shifts, settlement of lava and glacier action over millions of years. The Spahats Falls is taller than the Niagara at 73 meters. The four-tier Dawson Falls is known as Little Niagara on the Myrtle River. The river was in full flow with glacial melt and the sight was awesome. The Hemken Falls was the star of the evening. The 460 feet waterfall is a sight that feasts the eyes. The fall is within a spherical gorge that keeps the spray in a circular motion. With a double rainbow, the views turn magical. When I was on the way back to the inn, I witnessed one of the brightest rainbows I have ever seen. Dinner was at the Hop and Hog, a boutique eatery which was full to capacity and overflowing. What I expected to be a plain Jane overnight halt at Clearwater turned out to be a guided tour of the bounty of nature. If yesterday was a path to heaven, surely today was a peek at the hallowed sanctuary. The Rockies stood proud and tall, draped in glorious hues of green, with the rivers and lakes embellishing her with borders of emerald green, blue, and brown. The ribboned roads were mere folds between the drape and the borders. The drive was an experience never to be forgotten. With the summer heat beating down, the mountains, or most of them, had shed their snowy ornaments, letting the melt make their way across her curves. There were small crowns of snow on the Whistler and Blackcomb Mountains, popular for skiing during the winter months. The history of the Canadian Pacific Railway is inextricably intertwined with that of the Trans-Canada Highway. The former opened up most of the passes for the latter. Sights of massive python trains, often with more than 150 wagons, snaking across the glorious landscape of the country, are proud and awe-inspiring ones for a former railwayman from India. The popularity of Whistler can be gauged from the fact that the town has 10,000 rooms. At the Pinnacle Hotel, I was told that all of them are booked out throughout the year. Whistler was a venue of the 2010 Vancouver Winter and Paralympic Games. While skiing, snowboarding, snowshoeing, tobogganing, and ski jumping in the Olympic Park and other winter activities fill up the season from November to April, mountain biking, kayaking, and hiking fill up the rest of the year. Its proximity to Vancouver, which is just over an hour's drive, is its saleable USP. The hub of Whistler is a pedestrian-only village with large number of hotels, including a pod hotel, activity centers, bike and equipment rental shops, cafes, restaurants, and grocery shops. The most sought-after activity in the village center seemed to be mountain cycling. Ski lifts took the cyclists and their cycles up to the crest of the Whistler mountain. A popular ski slope in winter had transformed into a mountain trail for cyclists in summer. It is this transformation that has made Whistler a popular go-to destination all the year round. The peak-to-peak gondola is a major tourist attraction in Whistler. It is the first lift to link two side-by-side mountains, that of Whistler and Blackcomb. The gondola at 1,430 feet is still the highest point above ground. As the stay in Whistler drew to a close, and it was nearing the time to finish the Trans-Canada Highway, I took time off to thank the friend from India who insisted that I should include Whistler as part of my Trans-Canada Highway itinerary.